Hi, it's Michael. I have 5 tips to help you stay sane during the coronavirus lockdown. You're going to want to check this out. Hi, it's Michael. I have 5 tips for staying sane during the coronavirus crisis, during the lockdown. A lot of us right now are just going stir crazy. Your routine is off, you're addicted to the news, you just feel out of sorts. So I have 5 tips that are really going to help you get through this and keep you sane. So number 1, first and foremost, exercise. You got to get some exercise. We are built for exercise. Exercise reduces and neutralizes cortisol, stress hormones, and it just clears your head. I would suggest, of course, maintaining good safety, good protocols and whatnot. Get out, just get out, bring a mask with you, get out for a walk, get some sunshine if you can. That's just number 1. Try to do a little bit every day. Try to do it at the same time every day. Number 2, routine. So it's really easy right now to be completely off of your routine, and it makes sense. There's a lot of things that might be going on with your family situation, your finances, your business, your job, that make you actually be way off routine. But to the best extent possible that you can, try to get up at the same time every morning and try to set a hard deadline for when you go to bed at night. Like midnight should be the latest, if you can do that. The thing is, when you get your sleep schedules get off and your eating habits get off, it really actually increases the tendency for you to experience some anxiety and depression. So try to keep your routine solid. Set those hard deadlines if you can for when to go to bed, when to wake up during the day. Try to do things on a regular schedule. That's going to keep you sane. Number 3, reduce the news. There's just so much to keep track of right now. I think that we feel a sense of power and control if we can at least know what's going on. Of course, that makes sense. Right now, it's first week of April. There's so much right now that you just simply don't have control over. And watching the news, if you're feeling like you have to check it all the time, it's really unhealthy, because what the news is right now, and typically is all negative. And what happens is that if you watch the news a lot, it actually trains your brain to start seeking out negative information, negative things everywhere. That's a bad thing. So to the best extent possible, I would say check the news maybe once a day. If something super important happens, you're gonna hear about it. Like, you just will hear about it from your friends or whatever. But please try to reduce your news intake. Even try like a 1-day news fast where you completely skip the news for a day. It could be a challenge with a friend or with your family as kind of a fun thing to do. And notice how it makes you feel to not actually watch the news for a day. So the fourth thing I have, tip to stay sane, is social connection. Gosh, how do you do that, right? Well, be incredibly creative. I've had some friends, family members tell me that they've started like online book clubs where you read a chapter a day and check in that evening, or check in once a week. You can do local fitness gyms and like Zumba classes are offering online stuff. So you can actually have some accountability for yourself and sign up for one of these exercise classes or book clubs or virtual meetups, or something that gives you some accountability to a group where you actually have to show up via video or something like that. That's going to really help you. Some sort of social connection to the best extent you possibly can. And number 5, this is just really basic. In times of crisis, people can step back in fear and play it extra conservative and very, very fearful and never leave the house. Please try to be extra kind. That's step number 5, or tip number 5. Be extra kind. Say hi to your neighbor. Check in with your neighbor. Like, hey, knock knock. Step back with plenty of safety, of course. Just say, hey, just saying hi. Do you need anything? Do you need any flour or sugar or eggs or toilet paper? like that extra little act of kindness goes a long way and spreads good vibes and creates a ripple effect of good vibes. Say hello to strangers on the street. Wave at them. Just like, hey, what's up? It might give you a strange look, but the simple act of receiving a hello from a stranger during these times is really empowering and gives people hope. So please be extra kind, not just to others, but to yourself. If you have bad habits, right? Give yourself a break. Forgive yourself. It's a really tough time. You can be off schedule. You can be not exercising. You can be constantly watching the news. I get it, okay? But please try to take these 5 tips that I've designed, take them to heart. I actually designed these for myself to stay sane because I was definitely out of sorts for a little while. So here they are again. Number 1, exercise every day. Routine, hard, non-negotiable bedtime and wake-up time really will help you. Reducing your news, even skipping it for a day is actually okay for your mental health. Number 4, social connection. Be super creative. Try to stay connected virtually or telephone calls with people, and even schedule things that'll keep you accountable. And then number 5, be extra kind. This is the time to show your kindness and your gratitude, and people will really appreciate that and actually use you as a model, as a leader. So that's what I have for you today, those 5 tips for staying sane during this coronavirus crisis lockdown. We are all going to get through this. Please hang in there. Please use these strategies to get through the rest of this, and everyone be well. Thanks for watching.